So this is an industrial hemp crop, and it actually is very resilient. This was a couple of weeks ago our track of where we used to water. This crop is just a pure herd and fibre crop.
Probably there'll be 10 houses in this.
Let's call it my housing estate.
This crop was planted about 40 kilo per the hectare, and then 14 weeks is what you get behind us. To cut this down, I hand harvested the first crop. I pulled every single one of them out by hand. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Can't even go through here. You can see the resilience of these plants. Now, these have been run over by a tractor, and that's all that's cellulose going in there to be able to even just regrowing. This will be fine. It's one of nature's super plants. Now, you'll see here in this section, weeds, no weeds. So this is what this whole crop would look like if had it all spaced out and we're doing a seed crop. Because we're growing a fibre crop, all the dead shade leaves are covering the ground. Whatever you plant after this crop is going to grow far better because you will have no weeds and no chemicals put back into the soil.
You can make some really good money as a farmer, changing your practices.
Put this in even as a rotational cropping system, you can move away from chemical farming. And the proof's right here.
So you're going to reduce your cost by chemical farming. It becomes a real no-brainer.
It's doing everything great for the soil. We're not using any chemicals on this land whatsoever. It's fully organic. This house will be the first fully grown organic hemp home. One thing I notice is people always say, oh, you can build rope out of it. Oh, you can build cars with it. You can build this without it. It's like, how? You've missed the most fundamental point, and it's a processing facility. Without somewhere to take it, don't even put it in the ground. If we haven't got a processing facility, we haven't got an industry. It is a heartbeat of an industry. Farmers bring into the processing plant, then from the processing plant, we can distribute to builders. Without it, we have no industry. And that's something that I think really skips over people's head. We need a processing facility in every shire, in every region, because you do not want to be carting hemp because it's a lightweight material and you're actually carting air, but it has to start somewhere. We want the stem. So what the machine's doing is cutting into 600mm billets so we can process it easier for the machinery we have. We'll come back in 2 weeks and flip it over with nature's little goodies. We'll start taking all the lignins and bacteria out of it, and that basically loosens all the fibre. And that's the breakdown of the fibre and the lignins and the bacteria when we take that to the processing facility to be able to come off a lot easier like that and to be able to roll baled. Now, as a strong natural fibre, if we try twist that cannot break.
So where we're building the houses out of is your inner core. It's called the hemp herd. Put it through the machinery, which will strip off all the fibre, and then we'll use the hemp herd for the building material. It's milled up, then that'll be bulk bagged to site, where we'll then put it into a mix that'll form hempcrete. You've already seen farmers today looking over the fence. This is scalable, what we've done. For a farmer to be able to build something like this in a shed like this, we've got an industry. And I can't produce enough hemp to build all the houses at the moment. So all the raw product will go up into this system. The fibre will come out the other end, and out this end, everything's going to be sorted out. Then that'll be separated. Out of here comes your herd. So what we can do then, through cyclones up on the roof, and the big dust tower, we'll be able to get 4 to 5 different products out of this whole system, which once would have been waste to make actually a more sustainable building. You could have your insulation, your floorboards, your walls. You actually can make the whole house out of hemp. So if we've set this system up, this first part, not only of fibre industry, but to value add to the farmer, it's about using the whole plant utilisation. This is the first home in West Australia grown with West Australian produced hemp and West Australian built, only 7k from around where the crops were grown. So we are absolutely carbon negative in this way. So with the hemp home, you should be reducing your heating and cooling bills about 50 to 80%. Your health benefits, toxins in your home, your VOCs, your carbon negative building, your fireproof, your termite proof. As a building product, it actually ticks all the boxes. And we've grown your home in 14 weeks.